Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Bakaraj, Tabata, Kwame Shirali. Do a quick video real quick while it's in my mind about a dream or a vision I had the other night. And I try to post them on videos, for edification. And we know we're in a time of war, man. And you see wars building, the war clouds are building up. And that's how you can predict the rain, the same way you can predict the time that we're in. These nations are building up their war chests and not putting money in production and into building the infrastructure. They're putting their money into war now to build up their arsenal. And that's the war drums is beating all across the land, man, all throughout the four corners of the earth for that final war, man, the war Armageddon, which World War III is the third war that's predicted to happen also. And I say all that because it kind of leads me into my dream that I had the other night. And I had these dreams often about war. And but the dream I had at night was like these Russian troops were these Russian and other nationality troops, man. They were bombarding the cities, man. They were overrunning the cities. And you can see the buildings all dilapidated. And people were scurrying to get for cover, trying to find a way out of these cities, trying to find a safe hole, man, they could run to. And it's not a long dream, but I just remember that part, and I want to kind of bring that out there. The Lord gives these visions or these dreams is for a reason. We have to put that information out there. And a lot of people have these visions and dreams, in these end times because we know that time is almost here. And like before in times past, I have been having those dreams also of Jacob's trouble. All type of insurrections going on and all these things, sedition amongst men, and city was fighting against cities, and nationalities are fighting against nationalities. Everybody's gonna go back to their own people. And so maybe, Jacob's trouble is going to jump off. These other nations are going to see that we're going to be in the weakened state. And then, they might unleash, their bombardment on us while we're in that down position. But we know the reason that these oligarchs are setting these things into place also because they want to collapse the society, man, to collapse the system so that they can bring in their draconian laws and force you, Jakes, to submit, man. And force the people to submit to these harsh laws and these rules. Like I said, it wasn't really a long dream, but I do remember that part. And I remember, the battles, the buildings being, blown down to, like I said, the mountains will fall, man. Those high, tall skyscrapers, they gonna be leveled down to the ground. Same as it's done to these other nations, We went over there to stabilize their governments and put them some democracy. And bomb them back into the Stone Age. The same is gonna happen here. A lot of these major cities gonna be targeted, man. We have to be like vagabonds, man. And that's why I remember the dream. Not vagabonds, we may be as pilgrims. Just our backpack, our little bug out bag, man, and hitting the road, man, hitting the highways and byways, staying off the unbeaten path, wherever the Lord may send us, like kind of go back to the book of Eli. Because the Lord is going to guide his elect, man. He's going to show you and put you where you need to be. He's going to provide you provisions. The Lord said his people are going to be able to eat. They're going to eat in that day. It ain't going to be all you Israelites. It's not going to be all you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But it's only going to be a few that select, man. That remnant, that few. And the Lord has that's chosen from the beginning. And Lord will, we are that chosen, man. Lord will, we're able to endure this thing and ride it to the end. Lord will, that we can keep the faith and not being dismayed, That we're able to overcome these stumbling blocks that's going to be laid before us. If anybody, any Jake that's out here selling out during this time, you got to be you got to be foolish as hell, man. Why the fuck when you sell out, you see this shit is coming crashing down, man? And all these entertainers that sold out, these so-called political leaders or figures that they prop up in front of you, they have sold out for what? You see this shit's about to go belly up. Ain't gonna be no comeback. Ain't gonna be no bring this shit back like it was before. Making this shit great again. None of that shit, man. This shit is done. It's over with. The Lord has set a decree that it shall not pass, man. War is on the horizon. The war drums beat, man. Put Putin and China, what's the leader of China? I can't think of his name, man. They can't avoid it if they wanted to, man. And you see they trying to avoid it, man. They're doing everything in their power too. But the Lord said he will put a hook in his jaws, man. He's going to force his hand. He's going to force him to unleash those nuclear weapons, man. ICBM missiles. That what they call Satan 1 and Satan 2. He has no control over it. Yahweh Shah is going to force his hand, man. So, like I said, sit back, buckle up, and enjoy the ride, man. Because we almost there. With that, say shalom.